I am Clorand, a champion duelist of the court of Fontaine. If you wish to hire my services, please state the nature of your dispute. You may leave out any extraneous details. Those are no concern of mine.
Morgan. The link down below has been replaced, but I still urge you to head to the link below, educate yourself, and consider supporting Ukraine financially. All the sources down there have been vetted. Your money will go to the right place.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Well, I mean, it's a hotel, so... I mean, it's not exactly a restaurant.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
We have to listen to Paimon's voice again. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. Genshin videos are back.
Oh, in that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Why do I always have to wait? Why can't I go do stuff? Let me do something in these videos.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
It's just food, Paimon.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
The rest of what?
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
I forgot all the names.
Yeah. Sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
A classic case of whodunit with murder mystery and a theatrical twist on an otherwise terrible magic show.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
So is that like lasagna on the table there, or what is that?
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, it's probably gonna come down to us figuring that out, Paimon, but yeah.
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
Dissolving young women. That is an enormous cup of tea.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
I want that cake. That looks really good, actually.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Well, I mean, we just watched someone disintegrate in front of... I remember that. That was kind of hard to miss.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
The butler did it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
Then I will have to do it myself. Again.
It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists.
The what?
Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through. Where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Highfalutin, word of the day.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
Like the word highfalutin? Jesus Christ, I've never heard that word before.
It's all right. Well, this This was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right?
I mean, we're probably gonna see you again, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
Do we have the summer event coming up?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
You mean, like... Did you forget the part where we stepped away to do a whole goddamn side story over in Leeway?
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
They had the new guy? Gaming?
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Like scaling the castle walls with a grappling hook to sneak into her room at night? I'm listening.
Guess that's Bina Di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Something with a grappling hook, perhaps?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance.
Any other plans? We're looking for grappling hook ideas here.
I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Grappling hook.
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
I like this idea better.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
And we'll get a grappling hook.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Oh, I have no problem with that. I'll break out of prison.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that?
All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break.
It's kind of a dick move, isn't it?
You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Can I break a grappling hook?
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Paimon, it is 1 a.m.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
You mean Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
The hell is Fanta?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
I, for one, am thirsty as hell.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then.
Oh no.
If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
How much was this anyway?
Yeah, We're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
I don't know how you float in the first place. Like, you're the only one I ever see doing that. What's up with that?
Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
Wow. Thanks.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
0.
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
How much did we spend?
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
Okay, but I'm probably not gonna remember the name. Bye.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
Yes, okay, bye.
See ya!
Oh my god, just leave. This is the problem with this game, is the conversations. They go too long. Okay. Now I'm more comfortable. Where are we going? Where are we going? What the... Okay. Far. We are going far. Alright. What are we doing here? What time is it? Paimon, what time is it? It actually is like 8 o'clock at night. What are we doing here? Birds? Let me take care of that, Rick. Well, you could just all fuck off, okay.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
What?
Vacher.
Vacher.
Looks like we're back here again.
Paimon, the fountain is talking. Shush.
Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes.
Ugh. That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
So you acknowledge that it is nighttime.
Vacher. Vacher.
Vasher.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
Or there could be coins in there.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vacher, right?
Oh my god, that's spooky. We are so in sync. Being in sync with Paimon? Oh god, that's scary.
Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Oh, here we go. The fuck? I killed you. A lot. Like, I have killed this boss 1,000 times.
Vacher. Are you my dear Vacher?
No, I'm the guy that's been killing you a lot.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vacher? Do you know where my love is?
I want to know what love is.
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know.
This is some trippy shit.
My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
Water puns.
How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land Have I since forgotten?
Hmm?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who has lost their form.
That's rough, buddy.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Oh, you're one of the victims.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Okay, well, what are you doing in the fountain?
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So you need me to find him?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean...
The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
Sucker. Other word of the day.
If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing.
Sounds rough.
If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
So, wait, he watched you drown?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Oh, please don't. It's cold-blooded murder.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface.
Dude, we watched someone disintegrate. He was mortified.
I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
And there we go. Poetry.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
How long have we been here?
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Yeah, okay. I can tell him that it's over between you two. Whoa, what the shit is going on? The fuck? This is happening.
Someone's down! Look out!
Oh, put the dull
Dear
sword
God.
away.
It's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand?
Isn't that the character I just pulled? Okay, you're on our side.
Quick, now's our chance!
Can I do so? Okay. What are those footstep sounds? I mean, the cinematics are great, but there's not a lot in the way of gameplay, is there? I could have done something there. Hello.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
When she showed up, is that a crime?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
Danger, danger, danger.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Tailing, stalking, spying. What's the difference?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Oh, great. Taking orders from a dead person.
Do not speak of my father!
Okay.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
You need to clear your throat there, buddy.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know?
Whatever.
How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these garter mechs? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
Oh my god, these words.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
Is that why I've been killing a bunch of them around?
I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
Oh no, the robot black market.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Oh, well, that was easy. All we had to do was ask.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
You need a cough drop there, buddy? Come on.
I know, she's...
What just happened?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for!
Yeah, I mean, I take a nap, I wake up, and then all y'all are shooting at each other?
Came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Wait, I was awake for that cutscene.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast.
Well, we just had another battle right there, which we won. Let's go.
As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Guy sounds like he smokes a pack a day.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Danger, danger.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
What?
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Don't give her a big head. Her head's already enormous.
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
One of our bases?
That the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky.
What?
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So what, someone poisoned the Fanta supply?
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
So what? The soda's laced with seawater? I don't get it.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all.
Wait, no, I just figured it out.
That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
The dissolving thing doesn't work on people who aren't from Fontaine.
What? Why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Lenny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Yeah, but Lenny was an idiot and an ass. And a member of the Fatui.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Oh, yes.
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
Did your mic just break?
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
When one person's senses are impaired, the other senses are enhanced. Like a blind guy that can smell and hear really well.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
So the water fried my sense of taste. And then, I could hear dead people.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice of the fountain, yada yada.
Oh, that is important.
Yes, you crazy person, you. Yes, oh
Vache?
yes, voices in the
That
fountain,
name
of
doesn't ring a bell.
course.
I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately.
Have we booked the padded room? And the straitjacket?
Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
You mean us too, right?
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Oh, I kind of figured they worked really hard on your model. They're not just gonna have you show up once.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Do I actually get to kill something? Because if I do, the answer's gonna be no.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much.
Yes, yes, he
Let's
does.
head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you.
Everyone in this game talks too much, Navia. Can we please speed the
Also
conversation
have some plans
along?
to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
We already talk so much. We don't need to deepen any bonds.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
I wasn't worried about that. We have a secret base. We have a Klee. We're fine. What? It hasn't moved. That's weird. That's really weird. Normally during those conversations, I just leave them running and go do something else, and days have gone by the time I get back. It's like, you know, we talk too much in this game. This is faster. What is this? Potatoes? No, it's not potatoes at all. Okay, this is a secret base?
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
This is kind of obvious.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Didn't we have a plan to meet the Hydro Archon?
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Yes, please go. Stop talking.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Do we have anyone else, preferably with a voice that doesn't sound like rusty nails on a chalkboard? Okay, accommodation, you said. Oh, whoa. Hello. This is awfully far underground, isn't it? So, let me make sure I have this correct. You live in a sewer? That is accurate to say? Yep. They live in a sewer. Lovely. that's just fucking great. Beautiful. Says there's a... That one's above ground. Darn. Is there one down here? There is! Oh, yes! Free teleporter. Land of corroded shadows and tainted currents. Quite the title this place has. Very postcard-esque. Very nice. This must be where the poor people live. Let's see. Yep. Poor people.
This is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Yeah, well, I imagine there being secret caves behind every waterfall in this game, and yet there are none, Paimon, so we can't all have what we want.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thanks.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
No kidding.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Oh god, you're going off of donations and super chats?
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
Do you want money? I have millions of money. I will be your biggest donor.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Oh, no kidding.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Oh God, no, please, not him.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand.
Dodged a bullet.
My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Huh?
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's all you got? Really?
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up.
And we'll solve that eventually.
At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Okay, that is a bit odd.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
I don't know. Let's split up and search for clues.
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Jesus, how long has this been going on?
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in. But I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something.
Okay.
I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth.
Could be brainwashing.
If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Oh no.
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
Shut up. Who are you? Go away. We don't like you.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle.
God, when you talk, your voice echoes.
Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Thanks for the backstory.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
It's the propaganda.
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama.
Drama.
It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that.
Drama. Serious.
People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
Like the pedophiles on the internet. There are so many pedophiles on the internet. Why is it so difficult for these goddamn influencers to just stop touching children?
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
Yeah, like, seriously, why are there so many? Guys, it's not hard to be a decent person.
There is one other thing.
Oh no.
Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh my god, who's that?
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Seriously, who's that?
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
I'm really bad with names, like, wow.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either.
Clorand. I feel like I should know this name.
She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Paimon, you know nothing.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Okay.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
You didn't want to share that with me at all. I asked you about it.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Oh, now you're beat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
No, please go away. I have a Klee. I have a Klee. It's fine.